everybody, welcome back to my channel. So over on Instagram, a lot of you guys DM'd me and asked me to film a newborn must-have video. So in today's video, I have about 10 things that made those first couple of weeks of Caleb's life a whole lot easier. So let's get right into it. These things are in no particular order, they're just all right here, and I'll just grab the first one that I see. First one I see is the Little Remedies Gripe Water. First couple weeks, Caleb had like discomfort in his stomach, even up until now, until about last week, and he's 10 weeks old. And so this really helps. There's tons of different brands. This is just one that my mom got me, and that it's safe for newborns. It comes with a little syringe that you just take how much is needed. So for babies 2 to 4 weeks of age is 2.5 milliliters, and infants 1 up to 6 months of age is 5 milliliters. But it says it gently relieves stomach discomfort from gas, colic, and hiccups. So yeah, this thing does wonders. It really helps. Something else that I noticed is that whenever, let's say, he hasn't pooped for like a day or two, if I give him some of this, then, you know, within the next 15 minutes, then he goes to the bathroom and he seems a lot more happy. So definitely get you one of these. So the next thing that I see is the Diaper Rash Ointment made by Burt's Bees. For about a week, Caleb had a really bad rash. And we didn't know what it was from, but it was pretty bad. It was all red. It had started to blister up. I couldn't tell if it was bothering him or not, but it definitely bothered me to see it like that. And so my sister-in-law told me about this Burt's Bees baby ointment cream, and it's awesome. It's relatively small, it's only 3 ounces, but it does go a long way. You can't find these in Romania where we are currently. You can only find them in America, and so while I was there, I tried to stock up, but she said don't, it goes a long way, you really don't need that much, and it's very true. You just need a little bit on your finger. If you don't want to apply it with your finger, you can apply it with something else, but you just need a little tiny bit, and it does wonders. It's really good. So speaking of Caleb's rash, someone told us, you know, try changing your wipes. And so at the beginning we had the Huggies wipes. I did not like them. They were very thin, very papery, like I didn't really care for them, and so we switched to the Pampers Fresh and Clean, I think they're called, and I loved them. They smelled really good. They were really good, like they didn't break very easily. I really liked it. And so we did end up changing his wipes to the Pampers Sensitive, and I noticed that really helped. And so this next thing is just a little carrier for your wipes. I love this because this is perfect in your diaper bag. It's perfect for on the go. It has this little like wristlet thing that you can put on your wrist if you want, or you can undo it and put it on your stroller if you want. It has a little opening right here where you put in the wipes, and then you just close it. And yeah, so this is great for on the go, and this is my third must-have. Okay, so for my fourth must-have is going to be these pacifiers, the little Ciupei pacifiers with the hole, and that's how they look. Before Caleb was born, I bought tons of pacifiers in every color to match his every outfit. Once he was born so small, and I think like he just had such a small mouth that those pacifiers would literally gag him. I would try to put them in and he wouldn't latch onto them, and he would just gag, like he couldn't have it. And so I didn't know what to do because I had so many of those pacifiers, but then someone at my baby shower, she actually gifted me one of these. And so I said, okay, let me just see if that works. Instantly, when I put it in, he would latch on, and he was so happy and content. So for the first couple weeks, until his mouth grew, until he grew, this is what really saved us. So these little pacifiers, I recommend you just get multiple kinds, because you don't know once your baby's born if he'll even take a pacifier. You don't even know what kind of pacifier he'll prefer. And so for the first couple weeks, these were great. So for my fifth must-have, it's gonna be one of these little onesies with the little mittens. When he was born, he had such long fingernails, but the doctor told us not to cut his nails because they're very thin, and I, you know, may accidentally pinch his skin or cut his skin, and I obviously did not want to do that. We had bought mittens also to put on him, but they just would always fall off. Like I said, he was a very small baby, and so the mittens, every time he would move, you know, I would just see them off and he would scratch his face, and I hated that. And so I actually got these. These are from Target. They come in a 3-pack. So Priscilla, if you're watching this, thank you. She was a friend that gifted these to us. What's awesome about these is that they have the zipper at the bottom. You zip it up, you change them, and you zip it back down. So anything that can make those late night diaper changes a lot easier is a must-have for me. So my sixth must-have would be Swaddles. So this is just the Swaddle Me brand. This is the size small medium. These would be more like week 3 and 4 must have, I would say. For those first 3 weeks, he was so small, he would not even fit in this. Like, I would, you know, try tying him, making him feel secure and safe. This little part would just go over his mouth, and I'd be scared that he couldn't breathe, and so I'd quickly unwrap him. So the first 3 weeks, like I said, I didn't use these, but afterwards, I literally use these every single night, and he loves it. At first, he's uncomfortable. He doesn't really like being tied down, but then once he settles, he sleeps so well because he feels so safe and secure. If you don't want to buy the Swaddle Me's, you can also use a muslin blanket, which would be my 7th must-have. I actually bought a bunch of muslin blankets off of AliExpress. They're cheap. They were like $4. They came in really good quality. They did take a while to come in, maybe like, I don't know, close to a month, I believe. They worked for us. I washed them, dried them. I still use them, and it's been 10 weeks and I still use them. They're still perfect condition. Muslin blankets could be quite expensive, so if you want a more affordable route, you can always buy them off of AliExpress. So what's great about muslin blankets is that they're not only just a blanket, but I always use them as a nursing cover. I will just, you know, if I'm nursing on this side, I will just place this over like this and nurse him, and he's fine, and it's not hot because these are very thin material. He can breathe, he's fine, he's not sweaty or upset or anything, he enjoys it, he's fine. They're great for, you know, blankets, and they're breathable. So let's say while he's sleeping or something, it does cover his face. He can easily breathe through it because it's a very thin fabric. And at the same time, you can always swaddle your baby too. So these are, you know, multi-purpose, really great. So my 8th must-have would be the Snuggle Me. So I got this as a gift. I do think that they're like around $100 if I'm not mistaken. I know that the DockATot and the Snuggle Me, those are the 2 I believe that are on the market. I have one right here. For, I don't know, like the first 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, I don't remember how much. We used these every single time he went to sleep. So every nap, every, you know, throughout the night, and he loved it. For the first week, we were so new to him, and I was nursing so often, changing his diaper so often, that he would sleep between us, but in the Snuggle Me, because I was scared that one of us would roll over and, you know, crush him. So we were at my parents, and they have a 2-story house. So while we were downstairs in the kitchen, the living room, we would bring him downstairs, put him on the couch, and so he's not like, you know, sleeping on the couch where everyone's butts have been, you know. We would just place the Snuggle Me and wrap him and put him in there, and he loved it. He loved sleeping there. He loved being around people, hearing people. I think that really helped him sleep. And so definitely invest in one of these. They can be quite pricey, but they're so worth it. We loved it, and I'm so glad that we have one for the next child. It has a cover, you know, so you can take the cover off, wash it if he spits up, if he poops, if whatever. You can take that off, you can wash it, you can get different covers if you'd like. So like I said, it's a great investment, and I really think that everybody needs one. So for my 9th must-have, my husband and I are both bilingual. We both speak English and Romanian, and so we really want Caleb obviously to be able to speak both English and Romanian. So what we did is we try every night after bath time and before we put him to sleep for the night, we tried to read him a story. Here I have a couple books that are in Romanian. So here's Bambi, this is The Ugly Duckling, Peter Pan, the Bible. If you hear Caleb, I think my husband's trying to put him to sleep, and he's not very happy about it. A lot of times when you're nursing him or you're trying to put him to sleep, you're trying to soothe him, you're trying to relax him. And what better way to relax him than to read to him or to sing to him? So if you are bilingual and you want your child to speak that language as well, I think it's really great to buy books and read to him, help him, you know that language, to hear that language often. And yeah, I think that's really great. So for my 10th must-have, it's something kind of weird, but this has really helped us out tremendously, and it is a nightlight, but it's also an outlet. This helped us out so much. Even now we use it. You can check up on him without, you know, flashing a light on his face, or during the middle of the night if you need to go, you know, pump, if you need to go get a bottle or whatever. I know for one in our apartment, we have like no outlets, and so to take up a whole outlet just for a nightlight would have really sucked. And so what we did is we purchased one of these that is also an outlet that you can also use this while using the nightlight as well. So these are my 10 must-haves. I really hope that this video helped you and gave you some inspiration on what you'll need for those first couple weeks of life. I pray that you all are doing well, staying safe. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. God bless.